I promise I'm not as dumb as it seems like I am, that I don't know how to open these things. But they're making it real hard. Maybe it's this side. Oh, maybe I am that stupid. Hello. You like my shirt? I look like a highlighter. And it's got something, this isn't crochet, it's something here on the sleeves, and I just thought that was so cute. So I can look like a highlighter with straps. And I needed to have it, so I've got this. Today's video is going to be kind of fun. I've been excited about this. My friend Cassandra over at Craftably Ever After, whom I adore. I just love Cassandra. There's multiple reasons. One is she's a lot like me, except she's a South African Denmark version. And I had actually started watching Cassandra before I had my channel. I just loved her little amigurumi makes, and I just thought she was really sweet. I watch a lot of videos, but I rarely ever comment to anybody, and I had never commented to her. But when I started my channel, Cassandra was the first person that had a YouTube channel that shouted me out. And a lot of y'all came to me from Cassandra, and I just love her. And so we talk on the down low and the back side of things, and she's spicy. She seems real sweet, but she's spicy like me. She just hides it much better than I do. And I just love her. We decided a few weeks ago that we wanted to kind of do a little thing where she sends me stuff and I have to make something from what she sends me, and I did the same to her. And then we're going to release our videos at the same time so you can see what we've done to each other. And I did thanks to Cassandra. I'm going to be honest. I sent her things that I wanted, and I wrapped them in Neil Diamond wrapping paper. And it has all the Neil Diamond albums on it. I used to watch The Jazz Singer constantly. I had a Neil Diamond cassette tape from that album. It's one of my favorite things that I have, is that cassette tape, and I could listen to that man sing all the time. I love Neil Diamond. I did want to give him a haircut. A lot. Often. All the time. If he could have just cut his hair a little better, I would have really liked him a lot more. Let's see what she sent me. I've had this box for about a week or so, and I have yet to open it because I wanted to open it here on camera. Where's the opening? Okay, I figured it out now. It's just taped up really good. Some more tape. And look, it has rainbow tissue paper. Mine isn't rainbow, it's plain white. She loves teddy bears, if y'all don't know that. So I've got a little teddy bear here and a little teddy bear back here, and she has beautiful handwriting. And all of my things in here are numbered. So I have 1, 2, 3, and sugar. I got sugar. This is, oh, it's almost like my daughter's name. ATJES, Eventyrland, and it's unicorn gummies. I love gummies. And Moomin. It's a candy, and it's got like a little detective guy on here. And then she loves keychains, and so I got a keychain with a coin. I think this is Denmarkish. I don't know. That's so cute. I'll put it on my stuff. Or maybe it's a stitch marker. It could be a stitch marker or a keychain, I think. That's adorable. And notepads. I needed this because I'm still using one from Christmas. It makes me look more current. Oh, more candy, and this is that same brand. And these are gummy bunnies. And I love Haribo. Or Haribo. I don't know how you say it. This one is a mix. I don't know what these are. Oh, they're fruits and bears. And they're gummies. My kids, I'm going to have to hide this in something so they don't take it from me. My kids and my husband love gummies. So I will enjoy these. Thank you so much, Cassandra. But now let's see what's in my packages. I love presents. I love them. Or should I open my card? I'll open my card first. Let me open that. Dear Cindy, thank you for being awesome. I am glad to know you. Extremely excited for this challenge. Hugs, Cassandra. I'm going to wait to open this. I have a feeling this details what these things are. So let's see. Oh, and each one of them has a music note paper clip. I've never seen that. I want those. Those are mine. I'm going to put them up somewhere. Those are adorable. And I have oh crap. I just took everything off of, deadgummit. I pulled a Cindy. I know this is 1. I think this is 2 and 3. Oh, it's Lego minifigures. So this could be anybody. This is someone, I don't know who. Who is this? Because I love Legos. Did y'all know that? I love Legos. Who is this person? It's this boy with this skateboard. And then I think this is number 2. Let's see. Since I already removed my numbers because I was so excited over these music paper clips, it takes so little to excite me. Really and truly. Very minor things. Oh, is this what is this? Smiling Critters. It's a squishy of some sort, I think. Poppy Playtime. I'm sure my kids would know what this is. They fill me on everything. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a purple cat. I think that's a cat. I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh. The plastics. Oh, he's weird. And he's got a moon necklace on, and this is a weird looking guy. It's a purple cat of something. To go with my skateboarder. Number 3, it's a Squishmallow Squish-Along. I like Squishmallows. My daughter, every time we go to the department store, she's always looking at Squishmallows. But why do I look like I'm so stupid and I can't open anything? I promise I'm not as dumb as it seems like I am, that I don't know how to open these things. But they're making it real hard. Maybe it's this side. Oh, maybe I am that stupid because I was trying to open the wrong side. It's very possible I really am that stupid. Oh, and there's 3 bags in here with stuff. This, oh, I don't know what that is yet. It's a unicorn. And I think this goes inside of him. Oh, it's a ring. It's a ring. It's a unicorn ring. So I can do that. And, oh, I could have a unicorn ring or I could have an owl ring. And then I twist that one off and then I can have an owl. He matches my shirt. He is also a highlighter. He's like me. Those are cute. What I get to do is eat the candy. Let's start with Haribo. Oh, that's so good. What is that, lemon? These are much stronger than the ones here in the US. These have a different taste. I don't know what that color was that I just ate though. No, I really like those. So now what I've got to do is figure out what I'm gonna make from this. This is to spark my imagination and create something from these things. Let me see what my note here says. Because I think this is going to break down this a little bit more for me, what her thinking was. Because Cassandra is thorough. Okay, she says, for our challenge, I am including 3 choices in the form of 3 different types of blind boxes, mystery toys. Originally, I wanted to order something fun from Amazon, but then I thought, no, I'm going to give you the full Copenhagen experience. That's the right thing to do, Cassandra. You made the right choice. So I decided to see which gems I could find at our local and favorite supermarket. The choices were a little limited, but I think you were up for the challenge. Yes. And I'm going to eat while I'm doing it. The Danish choice. I'm in Denmark and obviously I had to choose something from this very Danish brand. Plus, both of our families share a love for this brand. So number 1 was the Danish choice. The cute choice, which was, I think, my Squishmallows. I really like the container and I really like the color and I wanted to see you use the container to keep a secret stash of candy. I will. But who are we kidding? We'll never keep this small of a container of candy around, so perhaps it could just hold stitch markers and such. It could do that too. And candy. It could do both. Because if my family sees stitch markers in it, they won't touch it. I could put candy too. So I could do that. Number 3. The weird choice. I don't want to say that this screamed Cindy when I saw it, which it did. But I thought this was the type of thing you would have a field day with. It looks like the type of toy who would be besties with GW you made a while back. You know, they seem to be from the same type of crowd. Apparently, these are characters from some horror game or something. Yeah, this looks like a horror game. It does. That's a creepy cat. Apparently, these are characters from some other horror game or something in that line. Not entirely sure. I just thought they looked really funny. He's cute and ugly. He's both. You still have to open them all and then decide which one to recreate. I know that whatever you make is going to be brilliant. And thank you for being willing to jump on this idea. Of course, Cassandra, I got you, girl. Hopefully this will get us out of our crochet slumps, if even only for a short time, and I'm sure all the candy will help. I included a few different varieties of my favorites. I don't know how the Mom and Sweets taste, though. I just like the packaging. I will test it for you, Cassandra. I've got you. Just love her. So she's got Neil Diamond weird things in her package, and I've got all these. I got Legos, and I got this weird cat, and I got Squishmallows. So we will see what I end up creating. Thank you so much, Cassandra. Before I start working, I need to try them all. Did I have breakfast? Oh, yeah, I did. But this can be kind of my brunch. And look, they're kind of pinkish. It's got different colored ears. Okay, so now I'm gonna try this one. That's a big one. I probably should have bitten that in half. It's very large. Oh, this one's weird. That's really different. Texture is different, but I like it because it's tart, but not super duper tart. But I do like that one. Now I have one more to try. I need these unicorn things because they're rainbows. Look, it's a little rainbow. Aren't those cute? I eat it. Yep, I like those. I think those might be my favorite. I'm gonna definitely have to hide those from my kids. They're gonna take them. Now let's try this Moomin. Oh, these are little, I thought these were gonna be hard. These are soft, and they have red berry, strawberry, orange, and pear. Those are good too. They're the same texture as Haribo. I'm gonna be so high on sugar, but I'm not sad. I needed something to get through the day. No, I like those. Okay, now I'm really gonna start figuring out what I'm gonna make. Hello. This is Cindy in the norm. Tiny head, not so much anywhere else. I wanted to discuss my plans for my collaboration with Cassandra. So I got the purple cat, and I have my little squishmallows, my little rings, and then I have a skater boy. I have come up with the idea of doing a cat riding a skateboard that has the face of this, but the body of this. And the skateboard is going to be rainbow because it's Pride Month. Plus, she gave me rainbow gummies. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a cat riding a skateboard that has this creepy face. And it's going to be rainbow. I think that'll be cute. We'll see if I can make that happen. I'm gonna do the body, like I said, like a squishmallow. And so I'm gonna be using my Cindy Kitty pattern. So I'm gonna do this body and just tweak a little bit more of the features, but this is gonna be the body because this is like a squishmallow body. So we're gonna do that and figure out how to make a skateboard for a cat. Should be fine. The cat is gonna be purple, like this. But the skateboard will be rainbow. I'm gonna start choosing on my yarns. Now, I don't want this to be huge, and I also want to get rid of my DK yarn. So I think I'm gonna use DK for the body because this body is worsted. And I don't want it to be that large because do you know how big the skateboard would have to be? I don't wanna make one that big. Here's purple. It's almost the same color. That'll work. So I'll use purple for that, and then I'm just going to be working on the kitty cat for now, and later we'll figure out how to do the skateboard because I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to figure out something.
One eternity later.
Okay, it has been, I don't know, a week. I am horrible at doing vlog type videos because I am not looking normal most days. And I don't even like to see myself, and I'm not going to put myself out there for the world to see. And so I don't even think to have a camera to film what I am doing. And plus my phone won't do it anyways. So I bought another camera. I bought this one. Do I know how to work it? No. But it's supposed to be good for that kind of stuff. I don't know what I'm doing with it, so there has been no use of this yet. But I have it in case I think to do a vlog type video. I haven't thought about it yet. This was supposed to be like one, but I have failed miserably. And I've talked to Cassandra. She is also on the struggle bus. That's just not how we were made to do this. We're just not those kind of people. We're doing the best we can. Most everything you're gonna see is in this room. Sorry. But I have made things. I've done that. It is this. Does this look familiar? Is it Grimace? No, it's Cindy Kitty, purple and with DK yarn. I have also made almost all the bits and pieces. I found out the name of this cat. It's called Catnap, I think. I don't know whether I'm supposed to be scared of catnap or whether we feel bad for catnap. Catnap is a part of a horror story of some sort. I don't know what. I was scared to look too much into it, but my kids, when they saw it, they go, oh! So catnap is evidently a part of something not good. But I don't know what it is. They know. I tried to get more information about it. They weren't going to let me have the information. So whatever catnap is or does isn't good. But that's who we are making. And I have made most of the bits, and I'm going to sew those on today. Here is the glorious part that I've done. I'm so proud of myself. I don't know whether this would even be called a design. I don't know whether it would be that or just I made this. And just by chance, it worked. Because there was not a lot of planning. I have these weird dreams where I create things and then I wake up and sometimes I remember the creation. Other times I'm like, that's not going to work. Or I don't remember it. This time I had a dream. It wasn't a monumental, earth-shattering good dream like Martin Luther King. He had good dreams. Mine are just weird. Just weird dreams. I dreamed of this. And it happened to work a little bit. Not completely. I needed my son's assistance. And it's this. This is my skateboard for Napcat or Catnap, whatever its name is. It's bigger than I intended. But like I said, there was zero real planning into how this was going to work. Right now, it looks like a surfboard. Under here, you'll see my color changes, but this is all DK yarn again. Inside is 2 pieces of cardboard that I've glued together to kind of fill it up and make it kind of hard and solid. What we're going to do today is I'm going to bend this up because I don't know about skateboards really. My children are not coordinated hardly to ride a bike. So skateboard really, no, that's not going to happen. But I remember them from my youth. Did I ever ride one? No, because once again, the coordination is not strong in this family. It is not real good. So I was not a skateboarder because I'm scared of things and I'm scared of falling and getting hurt. And I would have. I need bars and things to keep me secure. And I'd have to wear a bunch of stuff and then I'd be hot. You know, it goes down the rabbit hole. No, I'm not going to do it. Anyways, from the people I remember of my youth that skateboarded, it kind of had a little lip here at the end. So I'm going to get something and we're going to stick this up to where it has that. I think we all know skateboards have wheels. I was not going to crochet them. I wasn't going to do that. I probably could have figured it out. There's plenty of things out there that I could have modified and kind of, figured that out, but I wasn't going to do that. Just wasn't going to do it. There's a limit to my skills. And so I had my son, who was quite gifted and has more Legos than any one person should ever have in their lifetime. Really and truly, more than any one person should. We went digging in some of his boxes for him to find wheels that were a good size for this and to create a base to where they would actually roll. And he made it happen for me. My Lucas, he made it happen. And here it is. Here's my little skateboard base. So it's gonna go like this. Look! Now I could glue it on there, but I don't wanna take his Legos forever. He's not playing with Legos right now, but in case he ever needed these wheels, because it went to one of his Transformers somethings, I don't know. There's so many things in that room, but it went to one of those. And I thought, well, if he ever needs them again, I want him to be able to have access to them. So for now, we're just gonna set the skateboard up here and then it'll roll. It won't roll on my desk because there's no traction here, but I do know these do roll. You know what else a skateboard has on it? It has sandpaper to keep your feet stable here on the top. And so I stole some from Zach's area downstairs in the garage. I'm gonna cut this and glue it on here. I think my rainbow gummy pride skateboard turned out really cute. Need a little bit of joy right now because I just got a notification we might be going to war. So I thought, yes, let's think of something happy, a rainbow. Lord knows we need some joy right now, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this and then we will come back and we will go over what I have accomplished. I'm gonna try to use my fabric glue to glue this on because it's not as hard like hot glue is. Fabric glue is just a little bit more stretchy and you still have strings with it, but it's not as much. like this. So there's a little of the pattern showing, but it would go on this side because I want it to cover up the color change. So there we go. Perfect. Before I glue that on, I'm gonna bend this little lip at the end. See, it's got the little bend right there. And then we'll glue this on here like that. Okay, I got this. I got it. Okay, I am pressing that in between my books so it dries nice and straight. Let me clean up this mess I got going on. Let's start putting our pieces on Catnap or Nap Cat, whatever its name is. I'm gonna start that also. We're gonna have our drink of our bubbly water like we seem to do in every video. I'm looking at a picture of what this guy looks like again. I've left my little character downstairs somewhere and I can't find it. I think it fell off my table and is under a chair, but I wasn't gonna bend down to get it because I'd have to bend down and I didn't want to. Let's just look up a picture of what this guy looks like again because I've already forgotten. I can see where the creepiness with him comes from with some of these images that are on the internet. I saved his mouth because his mouth is huge, but I wanted to see how his ears and his eyes looked before I did that part. I used the pattern for Cindy Kitty's ears, but I elongated them just a little bit and then I kind of made up the inside of them. And one of these is a lot longer somehow than the other. Let's hope that looks okay. So I'm gonna sew these in here first. Yep, this is the one that's longer. So I'm gonna have to do some creative sewing to get this to look the same as this one, because this one's skinnier and long too, but not as wide and long. They'll be different, just heads up. I'm sitting down now because I'm tired and I've been exercising all morning by standing. I'm done. Now I have gotten the eyes and the nose put on here. Like I said, he's a horror cat of some sort that my children won't explain to me about the horror that either this cat is a part of or has done. I don't know. But that does look like there could be some bad stuff going on with this kitty. And we're going to try to make him not seem so horror-ish by putting him on a rainbow skateboard. It's going to work out beautifully. I need to do his tail. I still haven't done that. I'm going to be putting some wire in it because from the pictures I've been looking at, this cat has a crazy tail and it's kind of zigzaggy. So I'm going to put wire in there to kind of zigzag it and put just a little fluff, not a lot, so it can do that. And then I just have to make his weird mouth that is quite creepy. I'm still trying to think about how I'm going to do that because it's like it's a weird mouth shape. And I'm thinking about how I'm going to make it that way. If I'm going to kind of have to stretch my stitches to make the sewing look that way, or how I'm going to do it. And he wears a half moon necklace that I'm assuming is enchanted with more horror. And it's going to be hanging down here somewhere because he's an amputee. This mouth is going to be fairly large, so it's going to be kind of down here is where the half moon necklace is going to hang. The majority of this animal's body is his face. There's really not a lot else going on with him. But, you know, if he's horror, I'm thinking maybe he's dead. It's coming back kind of weird. And, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just making stuff up as I go along. But this is kind of what I'm thinking as a squishmallow horror catnap creation would be. This is all what I am envisioning in my head, and it's my party, and I can do what I want to. I'm gonna go get my wire, and we will get started on making his little tail. Also, I broke out my thimbles, my rubber thimbles. They really helped pulling the needle through the eyes because it's really tight DK for the body, and the eyes are regular worsted, so this is thick, and I needed help. So I got out my thimbles and they worked really well at gripping and pulling my needles. I highly suggest something like this if you're struggling with needles in really tight places and ripping them out, because usually I use pliers. Admittedly, my pliers have broken needles or bent them really badly. So this worked a little bit better. You still have to have some good strength though, and fortunately I'm quite muscular. You can't tell it because there's fluff, but I am an extremely muscular, fluffy person. Not to brag, but I am. I lift. And it's not just my fork to my mouth, it's other things too. So I found this wire. I have another one that is thinner than this, but I have put it in a very safe place, and where that is, I don't know. I don't know where that is. So we're just gonna use this wire, which will probably be fine. It'll fill up this hole a little better. If I double it, then I don't think I really need to put any fluff in there. And look, I have big tools, and I love them. So see, I can do that with it. Perfect. I'm not gonna put any fluff in there because I don't need to. Tail is on. Now it's time to make the mouth. And like I said, I'm gonna be making that up. I'm going back and I'm looking at this guy's design, and his mouth is actually wider than his eyes. So it's gonna stick out. I'm not gonna make it stick out too much farther than his eyes, but it's gonna stick out a little ways to give it kind of that, whatever the look this horror cat needs to have. So I'm gonna have some crocheting ahead of me to make this mouth wide enough to fit that kind of character. I should probably use worsted yarn because DK is gonna take forever. So I think I'm gonna get out my worsted. I have some new worsted if you by chance watch my last video, because I went shopping. I do have some new worsted black yarn. Un momento, por favor, and let me grab my brand new skein of Premier Basics. And this will be its first use. It's a virgin. Is this real black? Charcoal. This isn't gonna work. This is kind of black. Not all the way black. Blasted. I had to take steps to get that. I found a ball. Let's try this again. So I'm gonna be using a 3mm hook now. I've been using a 2 for this whole guy because the majority of this is DK, and that's tiny, but it's DK yarn. This is worsted. I need to go up a little bit more. So this is a 3, and the good thing about that is it means that I won't have to crochet nearly as long because I have a bigger hook and can make bigger stuff with that. Y'all, I have been working on my cat nap since 10:40 this morning. Y'all, I'm tired. I'm hot and tired. I just had meatloaf for dinner. So it's already hot outside, and then I just put a lot of hot meat in my mouth. That didn't come out quite like I meant it to. Ignore that. I had dinner. Let's just say I had dinner, okay? And it was hot. And now I'm hot. And I'm tired because I've been working on this cat for hours. Hours. Sometimes I believe I'm one of the stupidest people out there. I really just marvel at how dumb I am at times. I really do, because I think sometimes, Cindy, you are a genius, and then other times I think, girl, you have been beat upside the head by a stupid stick for a long time, and somebody just could not stop hitting you with it. That happened here on this guy and this stupid godforsaken mouth. I'm not ashamed to admit it, how stupid I was with the mouth. I'm not ashamed to tell you what happened. In my mind, I thought, I can crochet this mouth, and a normal person probably could. I couldn't crochet the mouth. I couldn't make it work. I couldn't figure out the increasing and decreasing, so I looked up online how to crochet a mouth. You know what they give you when you ask how to crochet a mouth? It's how to embroider a mouth. That's not the same thing. That's not what I was looking for. I tried multiple ways to ask, and none of them were helpful. I was at the end of my ropes. So then I took pins and I pinned the shape of this mouth all over this poor cat's face. And then I got yarn and I embroidered the outside, and then I just started going back and forth, up and down, all the way across this guy's mouth. But then there were still holes, because that's really not a good way to do something this large. How am I going to fix this? So then I thought, felting. Felting, you can felt the yarn that is there into the face. You can just stab it repeatedly and make it stick in there. And I have felting pins around here. Where are they? I don't know. I tore the room up looking for them. I couldn't find them. But then I have this little sewing bucket back here, and I found these things. And I was like, well, this is close. This is kind of what they're like. What these are, I don't know. I think these go to my sewing machine though. And I've destroyed whatever they are. And I really don't care because I didn't know what they were in the first place. So I took these and I stabbed this for about 40 minutes, maybe longer, because I kept finding problems, because I'm anal and obsessive, and I just stabbed him. I don't know. His face is crooked. It bothers me some, but I don't care. Let me tell you where I felt stupid. When I looked up a pattern, because I could not figure out how I was going to do the moon. I don't know why I couldn't, but I couldn't. Do you see how big this is? This should be easy, shouldn't it? It should. But I couldn't figure it out in my head. Do you notice that this shape is almost the same as this shape? Do you notice that? When I looked up how to do the moon, and I figured it out, and I was like, my God, Cindy, this wasn't that hard. But evidently it was. So I spent like a long time trying to do this, and it was like 10 minutes or less to do this and sew it on. I felt really, really stupid. But anyways, the cat's done. He's done. In my mind, I have truly accomplished the mission. I have taken the 3 items she has given me. A horror cat, a Lego guy on a skateboard, and a Squishmallow ring, and turned them all into this. It's kind of a horror thing, and it's a rainbow skateboard. And he doesn't stay up real good, but you remember he's horror. You know, horror doesn't necessarily listen to everything you ask them to do because they're horror. They're meant to make your life scary and miserable. I think Catnap's going to do that. I really do. He's already done it very well. He's horrored up my afternoon today. He's hoarded up. Not hoarded up. Horrored it up. Don't hear that part wrong. I'm tired, y'all. I'm very tired. And I've had fun, despite his mouth and me not being able to figure out how to crochet a crescent moon for a mouth and feeling really stupid about it. I'm so honored that Cassandra asked me to do this with her. And now you're going to have to go watch her video and see what she has made with the glorious things I sent her. And I sent her a lot of stuff. Y'all, I have an over-gifting problem. I like to spoil people. I'm like, you are special, and I want you to have all the things, and I'm going to get them for you. You don't know what you need, but I do. I know what I want you to have, and I will buy it all, and I'm going to send it to you because I have a business credit card, and bam. But it was fun getting her package all together to send to her and spoil her a little bit, and I care about her. I don't want her to be too stressed, but she did send me her horror cat. So Cassandra, we're kind of even, okay? I did send her something with cocktail recipes to help her with what she might be doing. I did try to help her in the making of her thing. You're gonna have to go see what I sent her to see what that is. I hope you have a very good week, and thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time here on the Rumi Mill. Bye.